Welcome to Kindly Neurodivergent with Kay. Today I have Rachel Filler with me. She will be discussing meaningful employment. The experiences we discuss on this show are for educational purposes only. Please do not substitute them for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. And if you notice any pauses during this episode, we ask you to keep listening. Sometimes, someone's processing their thoughts or it's part of the natural flow of conversation. Welcome, Rachel. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Grace. You can call me Grace. I'm a non-speaking autistic and recent college graduate in neuroscience.
Sorry about calling you Rachel.
She said, "That's okay. I go by either. Grace is my middle name."
What does meaningful employment actually mean?
Grace said, "It means doing a job that fully utilizes our brains and pays a living wage."
You just graduated college. How do you decide between graduate school and entering the workforce?
Grace said, "I want to be a researcher. This requires grad school, and I need more experience and credentials to become a researcher." She's adding something else. Yeah. All right, so she's adding, and I want to know more about those jobs.
What will you be interested in researching?
They said autism and lived experience factors.
Awesome. What questions should you be asking yourself when making that decision?
Grace said, what do I want to do with my life after college? And how can I support myself doing what I want to do?
How do you know if you're choosing something because it fits you versus what's expected of you?
Grace said, I don't care if it fits. I go until I can't go anymore. I've already kind of moved past what's expected. I will conform until I cannot conform anymore. I don't really fit anywhere, but I have learned to be okay with that.
Was that hard to accept?
Grace, what do you think? Depends on it. Grace said at first it was, but after I found spelling, it became my superpower.
Did family and friends help you with acceptance, or was it the other way around?
You have to put your pencil down, Grace. You have to put your pencil down. Pencil down. Grace said, yes, they did, and I was able to love them back.
Yeah.
Is the letterboard how you do everything on a computer too?
Yes.
What role do sensory needs, communication styles, and energy levels play in finding the right work?
Grace said, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to limit myself on what I want to do based on what I can do. It's all possible until it isn't.
Is the letterboard how you did college presentation?
She said no, she wants me to explain. So her presentations we would spell out ahead of time and put into a program that would automatically generate the speech. It's called Speechify.
How do we honor access needs without feeling like we're asking for too much?
All right. Gray said, I try to conform until I can't, and then I request accommodations. I don't feel like I'm asking too much if it is something that will allow me to have an equal part. I always think about an accommodation like a wheelchair ramp or an elevator. An accommodation is what someone needs to get somewhere. It's not a special privilege.
Agreed.
Arrows. Try again.
Will you be part-time?
What do you think, Grace?
Arrows. Arrows. Psst.
Grace said no. In grad school, I'll be full time.
It is tiring, so I only do one class a semester as community college.
Take a breath. Grace said, yeah, I was able to go more because I was motivated to finish. Anything else you want to say? She said it wears me out too.
Yeah.
Especially citations.
Those are the worst.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Every sentence.
Mm.
What does true inclusion look like beyond just checking a box?
So Grace said to this question, and I know you sent these questions ahead of time, which was really, thank you for doing that. That helped us spend some time on them. But Grace said, I've experienced this at my university, Belmont. I was involved in many class groups and group projects. Each time I was an equal participant. My opinion, my contribution was valued as high as anyone else. When we presented as a group, I presented my part just like everyone else. In 2024, I was handpicked by a psych professor to do a summer research project. I was able to do all the work with him, and I got to stand and present it many times since.
I totally relate to preferring to getting the questions before.
Hey, Grace said, yeah, everyone's staring at me.
I actually sent everyone the questions before.
Grace said, yeah, everyone's staring at me as I'm spelling and then trying to predict my words.
I actually sent everyone the questions before.
Oh,
Hey.
damn.
Grace said, so awesome.
Yeah.
How can we redefine success in a way that protects mental health and identity?
Again.
Grace said, I am not a mental health expert. However, when it comes to identity, I don't have the luxury to pretend to be someone else. I am fully me, and I have learned to be okay with that. I see success as helping other people succeed and not losing myself to get there.
Yeah.
And Grace added, hell yes.
Mm.
What does it look like to build a career that aligns with who you are, not who you're told to be?
Grace spelled, I'm not sure, but I hope to do exactly that in my next chapter after grad school. I've got my fingers crossed.
Congrats.
Grace said, I want to study what helps people like me.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Grace said, thanks, Kay.
Thank you for joining me.